In a recent interview with CNN, Jonathan Greenblat, CEO of the ADL, says that Wikipedia just isn't Zionist enough for the ADL's liking.
I mean, we think about it as this decentralized, volunteer-led resource. In fact, it's being manipulated by small groups of editors with an ideological agenda. And we found clear evidence, 18 times more likely a small group of people to communicate in their group communications. We found tandem editing where they coordinate their edits in clear violation of the rules. We found block voting on decisions. And here's why it matters, Joe. These individuals, invisibly, beyond the reach of what most people see, 30 or so people are able to manipulate articles on anti-Semitism, on Israel, on the Middle East.
Now, the short version went a little something like anti-Semite, anti-Semitism, anti-Semite, anti-Semitism. But in all seriousness, the reality is the accusation that Jonathan made about Wikipedia being anti-Semitic, the complaints that a small group of editors are making all the decisions and they're not being transparent as to how they're making those decisions, and that there is an anti-Israeli bias within Wikipedia is fucking hilariously ironic. Because clearly before Jonathan did this interview, no one sent him this video of the former Prime Minister of Israel, Naftali Bennett, saying they, Israel, are training Wikipedia editors to push a pro-Zionist agenda. Verbatim, he admits this.
ACCUSATION, in conjunction with My Israel, has arranged instruction day for Wiki editors. The goal of the day is to teach people how to edit in Wikipedia, which is the #1 source of information today in the world. As a way of example, if someone searches the Gaza flotilla, we want to be there. We want to be the guys who influence what is written there, how it's written, and to ensure that it's balanced and Zionist in nature.
And ladies and gentlemen, this was years ago when people actually had confidence that Wikipedia was doing its best to be objective and unbiased, when in reality, there was a small group of editors pushing Zionist propaganda without letting the people know what their goal is. The very thing Jonathan is complaining about. And although Wikipedia might tell a little bit of the truth about Israel, because they have no choice now, the information is so widely available, they still leave out the important facts regarding even what happened on October 7th, the days leading up to it, and the days after. For example, go to Wikipedia right now, look up October 7th, and see if there is any mention of the literal thousands of Palestinians who have been held hostage, which is actually what led to the October 7th attack to begin with. Or the fact that they're only claiming that 14 Israeli civilians were killed by the Hannibal Directive, when Israel's own media admits that there was way more Israelis killed by the Hannibal Directive than just 14. Go to Wikipedia and look right now if you see any mention of the sexual predatory behavior that Israel has participated in since October 7th. The very same predatory behavior they accuse Hamas of participating in with zero proof till this day. Or the fact that since October 7th, they've used that attack to justify killing people in the West Bank when there is no Hamas in the West Bank. And October 7th and Hamas in Gaza have nothing to do with the West Bank, outside of the fact that Palestinians also live in the West Bank and they also want to annex that land from the Palestinians. So let's be clear, even though Wikipedia might tell a little bit of the truth about Israel, this is the same Wikipedia that's unwilling to call what's happening right now a genocide. They're just calling it a war in Gaza. In other words, they're still protecting you Zionists. They're still protecting Israel. It's just that they won't lie enough for you, and anyone who isn't willing to tell a whole lie for Israel must be anti-Semitic, right? So let's be clear, Jonathan, you don't have a problem with 30 or 40 people making all of the editing decisions for Wikipedia. You just have a problem whenever it isn't your 30 or 40 people making all of the decisions. Because when Naftali Bennett openly admitted that was what your goal was as a Zionist, you didn't have any complaints. But now you do. I'm sorry, bro, but when you commit a genocide in front of the entire world, for a whole year, it's kind of hard for people to ignore it. And that includes Wikipedia. If you don't want people calling you genocidal, maybe you should, I don't know, stop committing genocide. Just a thought.